Continuing with project organization. In trying to gamify my works in progress, I quickly realized I don't know where some of these projects are. Um, and I need to first get them organized and in one central location before I can really start gamifying this and having a nice streamlined process to finishing my whips. Um, so, yeah, last week I showed you guys this beautiful um, folder, right? Where I gamified everything and or I organized my current works in progress into um, the folder with little cards and all of that. I'm still looking for some of these projects, so we won't be starting the gamification process quite yet. We're actually gonna keep organizing. Um, bring in the works in progress folder. While I couldn't find all of my current whips, I was able to find all of my cross stitch whips. Um, Yesterday I found 5 of them, and today I found the last one. So technically, I'm only supposed to have 5 projects, right? They're in yellow for cross stitch. Um, But I realized I had started a sixth project to kind of do a video on that and take you through the process of how I do cross stitch. Um, so one of these does need to get finished ASAP because we're only allowed 5. Period. End of story. Um, that's what it's going to be. 5 max. Like, go. Get it together. So I found the 5 projects, right? And you're like, okay, cool. How do we continue from there? Originally, I was keeping my patterns in a binder this size because I actually had multiples of these. It soon dawned on me how unrealistic that is for 2 reasons. One, like, do you see the size of this? It's tiny. Um, and I was missing stitches. Uh, so that didn't work. Two, in keeping all of my patterns in a small binder, um, I wasn't actually keeping everything together. So I wanted something centralized, right? Because my papers were in this, and my projects were in brown paper bags like this. Um, like, it's great for keeping everything together, but it's paper, and um, it's unrealistic because paper soon starts to, like, not unravel, but slowly disintegrate, right? Like if I'm taking this in and out of something, it's just, it doesn't work. Um, and then everything was scattered about. Like, I mean, I literally had to go to different locations to find all of my cross stitch patterns. So I was trying to find something super centralized to keep everything together. Patterns, the cloth, like the project as a whole together. It is back to school season, and that is like primo organization finding stuff. Um, we went to the Dollar Tree, and they have so many different zipper pouches right now. Um, and the original intent for me finding a zipper pouch was actually to make these DIY journal covers that I had seen. They're going viral right now. Do I need one? No. Did I buy the pouch for it? Yes, I did. Um, but it dawned on me these pouches were actually going to be useful. So I bought, long story short, I bought 5 neon yellow pouches for all of my WIPs. And then I went to our local art supply business shop and I got a 3-ring binder. And that is how this system was born. Picture here a little graphic that says cross stitch. Or here, we're gonna design that today. But here, here it all is in its infinite glory. So the plan is to actually print up big sheets of the patterns today and then put them in front of its corresponding pouch. So here is my snail's hollow, right? I have all of my threads here and my fabric with the needle I'm using on the fabric. My one final piece. I'm still working on this and I really need to buckle down and move forward with this project because this is something like I mentally, emotionally need to finish. Here is where the missing project was supposed to go. So we'll pack it in just a minute. Another project I'm working on, another project, and then future cross stitch projects are gonna go in the back. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm going to walk you through packing. Not that you really need to know, but let's go ahead and actually pack that right now. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Zipper pouch. I mean, for the most expensive thing I bought was the binder. And in all honesty, you can probably get it cheaper, but I like supporting the local shops. And the art supply shop is just always super nice to me. So, yeah, we bought the binder. And, like, the pouches, Dollar Tree. But everything's in here. I'm going to first put in my fabric. And lay it as flat as possible. And then I consider everything's out. And I start putting these in. I realized the folder I got wasn't potentially the best size for this, especially if some of these have a lot of color. But if I just kind of lay them like as flat as possible, I can get 3 rows in here. And that's just enough space for all 5 WIPs. So, yeah, I'm like super pumped. I feel like I'm a very disorganized person, and you know what? That's fine. Like, I'm gonna own it. But I am trying to be a little more organized so that my family isn't like wrapped up in my crafting chaos, right? Like, that's not um, fair to them, especially when I have a shed that's supposed to be dedicated for this stuff. And instead, my shed is packed to the brim where I can't really walk into it. Um, that's a project for another day. If you guys are interested, we'll walk through that too. But yeah, add some extra stuff. So we're just gonna squeeze them in there real quick. Zip it up. And boom. It's all nice and organized. And slides right into the folder. I'm gonna put the patterns here for now. Um, and then I'm gonna go and email our local print shop so that I can get the patterns for everything printed on normal paper. Um, yes, I do have a printer. No, I have not bought ink in, I don't know, a month. Ink is expensive, and I feel like we go through it so fast um, that honestly, it's just easier. Not maybe not necessarily cheaper, um, or maybe it is. I should probably do math on that. But it supports a local print shop, and uh, it makes my life easier. So we just get our stuff printed there. So I'm gonna do that, print that, um, and yeah, this is my folder. Um, the plan is to put this in my crafting bookshelf that kind of sits in the living room. Um, and that'll be my cross stitch. I mean, like, how cool is it that all five of my cross stitch can fit right there? And yeah, so stay tuned for another episode um, of cross stitch stuff where I kind of walk you through how I um, organize and get my cross stitch bag set up. That'll probably come out in the next like 2 or 3 episodes. Um, but we are going to continue on this organization journey. Um, and then hopefully we will gamify our whips in the next couple of weeks. So for now, I'm going to share with you guys my hopeful organizing tips. Um, I don't know if they're going to be successful, but this is our, we're giving it a shot. All right. I am off to try and find more of my works in progress. And once I actually have them in hand, it does make it a little easier to like try and organize them into like a set space. Um, so yeah, once I have that, we'll continue organizing and we'll continue adding um, to our folder. Once I have all 20 um, projects in here, that's when we'll start this. And hopefully by then I'll have my dwarf party hood finished so you can see that and I'll be in the full get up. But yeah, until then, see you guys.